Today we are going to discuss about that Euclid's division lemma. This Euclid's division lemma is recorded in the seventh book of the famous Euclid's books Elements. This Euclid's division lemma is a technique to find the HCF of the given integers. If two given integers and we have to find the HCF of two given integers, then we have to use this Euclid division lemma. Then what is a Euclid division lemma? The statement of Euclid division lemma is, if A and B are the two positive integers and there exists a unique positive integer P and Q which satisfying the statement A is equal to BQ plus R, where 0 is less than or equal to R less than B. This is the statement of Euclid's division lemma, and this Euclid's division lemma we can understand by taking one example. HCF means the highest common factor. This is also known as GCD, that is greatest common divisor. Let us see one example to understand the Euclid's division lemma. That is, find the HCF of 60 and 100. So here given integers are 60 and 100. So 100 is divided by 60. So in 100, 60 is how many times? That is one time only. So 100 is equal to 60 into 1 plus the remainder is 40. So 100 is equal to 60 into 1 plus 40. Here this is that same as the Euclid's division lemma, that is A is equal to BQ plus R. So A value is 100, B value is 60 and the Q value is 1 and R value is the 40. R is the remainder. So remainder is 40. So again we have to divide the divisor 60 by the remainder 40. So 60 we can express as 40 into 1. Why? Because in 60, 40 is one time and the remainder is 20. So 60 is equal to 40 into 1 plus 20. So here remainder is 20 again. So again we have to divide the divisor 40 by the remainder 20. So 40 we can express as 40 is equal to 20 into 2 plus 0. In 40, 20 is 2 times and there is no remainder. So that's why remainder is 0. So here we got a remainder as 0 and we cannot proceed this process again. So we have to stop here only. Why? Because we got the remainder as 0. Now the divisor, what is the divisor we got here at last? That is a 20. So 20 is the highest common factor of 100 and 60. So the HCF of 100 and 60 is 20. So here in this each step we are using that Euclid's division lemma statement. What is that? A is equal to BQ plus R, and this R value is in between of 0 and value of B. So from this example what we have find, the HCF of 100 and 60 is 20. Now let us see one more example to find the HCF. So let me take that two numbers, two integers, 96 and 72. I had to find the HCF of 96 and 72. So here the greatest number is 96 and the smallest number is 72. So the greatest number is divided by the smallest number. So 96 is divided by 72. So in 96, 72 how many times? Only one time, and some value we will get as a remainder. So 96 can be expressed as 72 into 1 plus the remainder is 24. When we are dividing that 96 by 72, 72 is one time in 96 and the remainder is 24. So 96 we can express as 96 is equal to 72 into 1 plus 24. This is as same as the statement of Euclid's division lemma. So A is equal to BQ plus R. So here remainder is 24. So again we had to divide the divisor 72 by the remainder 24. So 72 is divided by 24. In 72, 24 is how many times? That is 3 times. 24 3 times is 72. So 72 can be expressed as 24 into 3, and there is no remainder, that is 0. So 72 can be expressed as 72 is equal to 24 into 3 plus 0. Here we got the remainder as 0. Remainder is 0, and this process we can't proceed to forward. So here only we have to stop. So what is the divisor we got here? The highest common divisor is 24. So HCF of 96 and 72 is 24. So in this problem also, in each step we got that the Euclid's division lemma. So A is equal to BQ plus R. Like this we can find the HCF of two integers by using the Euclid's division lemma. Let us see one more problem to find the HCF by using the Euclid's division lemma. Let us take that two integers 900 and 270. 900 and 270. We have to find the HCF of 900 and 270. So here the larger number is 900 and a smaller number is 270. So already we know that to find the HCF of these two numbers, we have to divide the larger number by the smaller number. So 900 is divided by 270. This 900 is equal to 270 into 3 times, and we'll get that as some remainder. So 900 we can express as 900 is equal to 270 into 3 times, that is nothing but 810. So in 900, 810 removes means the remainder is 90. So this you can write it as 900 is equal to 270 into 3 plus 90. So here we got that remainder as 90. Again we have to divide the divisor 270 by the remainder 90. So 270 is divided by 90. In this 270, 90 is 3 times, and there is no remainder. So 90 into 3 times, that is nothing but 270. So 270 we can express as 270 is equal to 90 into 3 plus 0. Here we got the remainder as 0. So we had to stop this process here only. Then what is the divisor we got at the last step? That is 90. So this only the HCF or GCD of 900 and 270. So the HCF of 900 and 270 is 90.